Bellingham Evening Toastmasters. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, and most of all, Mary. There was really a lot that I liked about this speech. I hope I could get everything in just the short time I have, because I want to really illustrate it to all the new members. You came up here and your enunciation is very clear. I could understand what you were saying very well. You used simple and short sentences, but it's very effective. You got your point across. Typically, you have a soft voice, very nice voice, but soft, not like mine, which is kind of loud and annoying. Yours is somehow able to project all the way to the end. I don't know if you were purposely trying to do that, but I was sitting almost in the last row here, and I had no trouble understanding what you were saying. I think you really have good body language, and you show enthusiasm when you talk and when you're up here. And you really liked what you were discussing, and that was your trip. As far as I could tell, there was only one time during the whole speech that you had to refer to your notes. Pretty much you just rambled on, and you didn't really have trouble trying to remember what you were saying. It seemed very naturally, the way that you were speaking. Suggestions? Maybe you might try moving around the stage. I realized the projection was here. And by the way, the slides were excellent. I don't know, did you Photoshop or did Kurt Photoshop those? It was, but they were very effective. They really complimented your talk very well. But you were here most of the time. I don't know if you realize this, but this light was out, so it was hard to see you. Maybe if you had stood here, and obviously you couldn't stand there, you'd be blocky, but maybe if you stood here, people could see you and say, boy, she's a grandmother, she looks young for that. That way you could be seen. Another suggestion is that there were two stories, or rather two talks, intertwined. Maybe there were two separate speeches here. I like the part about the two characters. What was it, Buckskin Bill and Polly Bemis? Their stories right there. It was fascinating. And then you were also talking about your trip and some of the logistics. Also interesting, but it was a different talk, so maybe you could have split it into two. But I'm glad I finally got to see you up here working towards your advanced leader bronze, because everybody sees that you are always working very hard for this club. Sometimes I will be here right at 6:30 and you're always out there. The sign's already out there. For those of you who don't know, the sign doesn't get out there by itself. Mary and Kurt put it out there. And I think you really have to be applauded for the job that you do and the effort that you put into the club. In fact, let's give them a chance for what you do.